What's up, my giggity gamers? We're going to be ranking every Shakespeare play by their TLDR on the Shakespeare Birthday Place Trust. Um, God. Unfortunately, I do have to disqualify Two Noble Kinsmen and Edward III as they aren't on there. But other than that, we're ready, and we have this guy.
Oh yeah, it's me.
Yeah, you'll pitch in. You'll give your piece, right?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, what if I ask you?
Maybe if I hear you.
Okay. So number one, all's well that ends well. Helen saves the king's life. He gives her his son to Mary, who runs away from her, and she tricks him into impregnating her. Everything ends happily. Yeah, it's pretty funny, I guess. It's not really up to the tiers of like Tempest. Um, but how about a B tier for All's Well? All right. Antony and Cleopatra. Best video idea ever, guys. Antony loves Cleopatra, but marries Caesar's sister so that they can be friends, and then leaves and goes to Cleopatra again. Caesar gets mad and everybody dies. Oh, also, by the way, this is not talking about the real quality of these. So, just how funny the TLDRs are, really. Antony and Cleopatra, it's not bad, I guess. Caesar gets mad and everybody dies is pretty funny, so I think that I'll give it a B. Hell, I'll rank these in tiers, so B for Antony and Cleopatra. Above All's Well. As You Like It. All brothers hate each other for some reason. Rosalind dresses up as a boy and convinces her crush to hit on her while she's a boy. Everybody is married by a Greek god. Now that is some A tier material. That is some peak right there. That's just funny. All right. The Comedy of Errors. Antiphonus searches for his long-lost identical twin brother Antiphonus, while his servant Dromio searches for his long-lost identical twin brother Dromio. Shenanigans ensue. Now that's a pretty good one. Yeah, probably here. That's good. I like it. Coriolanus. Coriolanus hates the people and they banish him from Rome. Coriolanus loves his mother and she stops him from attacking Rome. He dies. Now that is a pretty good one too. Probably not as good as You Like It, but I like it. It's a pretty good one. It's oh, I didn't even know it's formatted histories, comedies, and tragedies. That's pretty good. But yeah, that's a good one. I like that he dies at the end. That's pretty funny. Cymbeline. Cymbeline. Actually, I don't remember this one. Inogen's fidelity is questioned. Everyone puts on some sort of disguise. Revelations abound at the end, and only one person dies. That one's probably a C tier. That one's not too good. C for Cymbeline. Whoa. I wonder if I can. B. There aren't any B Shakespeare plays. Shit. There aren't any D Shakespeare plays. Oopsies. Sorry, that one's just a little bit of a trolling. And Romeo of Syracuse. Okay. I don't know if I spelled Syracuse correctly. Okay. Hamlet is next. I remember this one being good. Hamlet sees his dad's ghost, pretends to go crazy with revenge, actually goes crazy with revenge, debatable, and everybody dies. That's also probably some A tier potential. Not as good as Coriolanus, I don't think, but but the debatable really pulls it through. My favorite play, King Henry IV, Part 1. King Henry IV fights off a growing rebellion while his son drinks and robs people. His son redeems himself. Now, as much as I love this play, that's not the best. TLDR, so probably a C tier for that one. Now, I remember Henry IV Part 2, and I already know that this is going in S tier, but, King Henry IV fights off a growing rebellion while his son drinks and robs people. His son redeems himself. King Henry IV is dying. Falstaff is Falstaffing. Prince John is unethical, and Hal becomes king. Now that is some S tier potential. The fact that it just has the entirety of the Henry IV Part 1 description before the Part 2 description is really funny. So yeah, definitely some S tier potential. Henry V. Henry becomes king, kills a bunch of his old friends, and conquers the French. Oh yeah, that's S tier. That is straight fire. Kills a bunch of his old friends. Now that's some straight fire. Not as good as Henry IV Part 2, though. Henry VI Part 1. My least favorite Shakespeare play. King Henry is a child, so everybody tries to control him. Plantagenet and Somerset hate each other. After a war, Henry marries a woman he has never met. Oh, and Joan of Arc is in it, too. Now, I hate that play so much, but it's going in A tier for the description. The Joan of Arc is in it, too is so funny. So yeah, definitely. Henry VI Part 2. Gloucester is conspired against and killed. York sends Cade to incite rebellion to see if it works, and it fails. York comes to incite rebellion anyway. Now, the mention of Jack Cade is what puts it up here. Absolute straight fire. Yeah, I just like it. Henry VI Part 3, baby. My second favorite Shakespeare play. Henry and Edward can't be friends. Margaret wields a lot of power. They all battle and imprison and exile one another. Edward wins. Now, that's a pretty good one, but probably only in B tier. Yeah, probably top of B, if I'm going to be honest. Henry VIII. Now, this one I remember being pretty good. Cardinal Wolsey is shifty. Henry divorces Catherine and marries Anne. Queen Elizabeth is the most extraordinary being ever to be born. Praise her. Now, the beginning is pretty good. But the Queen Elizabeth is the greatest being ever. Praise her. That's what puts it to probably there. Yeah. Julius Caesar. Another fire play, might I add. Julius Caesar is warned of the Ides of March, ignores it, and dies. Plebeians are way too easily swayed. All the conspirators die too. That one's pretty good. I don't know, probably top of C. Can I? Okay, top of C. It's not the best, but it's just it's pretty funny. The plebeians are way too easily swayed. It's pretty good. What was the wrong play? King John. France thinks that Arthur should be king. They fight. France thinks that Louis should be king. They fight. Henry becomes king. Now that is some A tier. No, it's going in S. It's straight fire. Alright, King Lear. King divides kingdom, snubs daughter, goes mad, there's a storm, and everybody dies. Now that's another pretty good one. Probably about here? Yeah, probably about there. That's pretty good, I guess. It's not the best, but it's pretty funny. Love's Labor's Lost. 4 men forswear women right before 4 women arrive to meet them. The men change their minds. That's another pretty good one. I like it. Probably bottom of A. It's good. It's not all that special, but the men change their minds is pretty funny. Macbeth. Macbeth hears that he is going to be king. He and Lady Macbeth kill people so he can become king. Both of them die. That's a pretty good one. Probably right before King Lear. That's a good one. That's another good one. Measure for Measure. Fire play, must I add. Angelo rules as a religious tyrant, tries to manipulate a nun to sleep with him, is foiled, and ultimately punished. I don't know why it's only talking about. I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess, but it's only talking about Angelo. It's just kind of funny. Probably top of C. I don't know. It's not all that special. It's not all that funny. The Merchant of Venice. Oh, this is another good one. Shylock asks for a pound of flesh as part of a loan contract. Weird. Bassanio agrees to it. Weirder. And Portia saves the day by cross-dressing and pretending to practice the law. Perfectly normal. Now that is another S tier. That's just a straight fire one. The weirder, perfectly normal. Perfect rule of threes. That's great. Merry Wives of Windsor. Falstaff tries to pursue two married women. The women are smart. They put him in a river, dress him as a woman, and bring him to a haunted forest. Everything is happy. That's another good one. Probably, probably below Henry VIII. It's good. It's good. Midsummer. First play I was in. People get lost in the woods. Puck manipulates their romantic affections, and in one case, anatomical head shape, they put on a play. That one's not too good for such a fire play. Yeah, probably below Henry IV Part 1. Dude, it feels wrong having Henry IV Part 1 this low. Buddy? Yeah. Much Ado About Nothing. Another pretty great play. Benedict and Beatrice don't love each other, but then they do. Claudio and Hero love each other, but then they don't, but then they do again. Everybody gets married. Now that's pretty funny. I like that. Probably right above Hamlet. That's another great one. I like it. That's good. Othello, the Moor of Venice. Iago manipulates literally everyone. Othello gets really jealous. Almost everyone dies. Oh yeah, that's some top of A tier potential. As You Like It has just been dethroned. Iago manipulates literally everyone. Like, that's just great. Alright, Pericles, Prince of Tyre. Pericles is shipwrecked and finds his wife. He's shipwrecked again and loses his wife and daughter. They all find each other again. That's another great one, but they all find each other again. I don't know. It's the first two are really funny, and that part's not that funny. So probably below King Lear. Richard II. Finally, we're back to the histories. Richard II. Richard wastes money, steals land, and kills political rivals. People are angry and rebel. Henry becomes king. He kills political rivals. That's a pretty good one, I guess. Probably there. I don't know. It's not too good, but it's pretty good, though. He kills political rivals is a perfect punchline, though. Actually, yeah, that is a perfect punchline. Hell, put it right below King Lear. Richard III, fire play. Richard wants to become king no matter what, no matter who he has to kill to get there. He kills everyone who stands in the way. Spooky ghosts appear. Richard is killed. That's a pretty good one. Probably there. Probably there. It's pretty good. I like it. Romulus and J-Dog. The classic story of boy meets girl. Girl's family hates boy's family. Boy's family hates girl's family. Boy kills girl's cousin. Boy and girl kill themselves. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is definitely S tier. Oh, I have not been ranking S tier in terms of in the Actually, no. These are all amazing. They're all equally good. Okay, never mind. I'm subdued. All right. Yeah. That's all good. That's a great one. Taming. Whoa, Taming the Shrew. Catherine doesn't want to get married. Petruchio marries her and compels her to be obedient. Everyone is happy. The end. that everyone is happy? Question mark is pretty funny. Other than that, it's not all too special. So probably top of C. Actually, no, below Julius Caesar. The Tempest. Oh, this is a fire one. A crew of men are shipwrecked on a magical island and are tormented by an old man and his slaves. Oh yeah, that's a pretty great one. Probably there. I don't know. It's good. It's great. Timon of Athens. Please say I'm pronouncing that correctly. Timon gets into major debt, gets mad when nobody wants to cover him, and pays some person in the woods to destroy Athens. That's pretty good. Probably there. I don't know. It's pretty good. I like it. Titus Andronicus. Tamora plans false incrimination, murder, and mutilation. Titus plans murder and cannibalism. This is not a happy play. That's another fire one. The "this is not a happy play" is very funny. Um, it's just really funny. Troilus and Cressid. No, I can already say this one's going in S. This one is going in S. Troilus loves Cressida, but she betrays him. Achilles loves Patroclus, but he is killed. The Trojan War goes on. No one is happy. That is S. That is got to be some S. I'll put this one down here. Never mind. Sorry, Titus Andronicus, but yeah, those are all great. The Achilles loves Patroclus, but he is killed. Yeah, it's just because all these ones are perfect, and Titus Andronicus really it has a setup and a payoff, but I don't know, it's just not as quite as good as these ones. 12th Night. Viola thinks her brother is dead. He thinks that she is dead. Everybody thinks that she is her brother. Everybody thinks that her brother is her. Shenanigans ensue. That's another good one. Bottom of B. Above all's well. Two Gentlemen of Verona. Valentine and Proteus are best friends, except Proteus is disloyal to his girlfriend in pursuit of Valentine's fiance. There's a dog. Everybody gets married in the end, though. Now that's pretty good. But it's got crab. Oh my god, it's going in crab tier. Hell yeah, baby. It's going in crab tier. Crab tier. It's going in crab tier, baby. Yep. Exactly. What the heck? Okay, yep, crab tier. It's going in crab tier. And the Winter's Tale, the last one we've got. King Leontes becomes paranoid about his wife's fidelity. He imprisons her, kills their son, and banishes their infant daughter. Years later, a statue comes to life. Straight into F2. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Probably about there. All right, this was probably a good ranking. Feel free to screenshot and post out of context, as this is my genuine ranking of every single Shakespeare play, definitely. So yeah, that was my epic video. Hope you all enjoyed my epic video. Two Gentlemen, you know what? It deserves above. There deserves to be another tier in between this. What comes after S? G. S plus. Sure. There you go. All right, guys. Hope you all enjoyed my epic ranking. Two Gentlemen of Verona is definitely the best play ever. Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna go now. Bye, guys. See you all on the next video. Bye.